Hey, what's happening, guys? Today is just going to be like a really random Friday. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I can't quite make its own video out of, so I thought I would put them all together in one video and share them with you guys, and you could see what was been going on. First of all, where did I put it? You guys remember our rocket launch board? Well, I built this board for my friend Barry down in Florida, and I sent it off to him, and he has built his, and he sent me a little video showing his first test of it. So let me share that video with you guys. It's just a few seconds. Hope you enjoy it. Good job, Barry.
Alright, Paul, I got 9.5 volts going into it and everything's wired up. Let's plug in the safety key. Safety key says that I have continuity through the igniter. So if I press this at launch, you should see the igniter burn up. Perfect.
Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. You can see that the board's working okay. We're going to make a couple small changes when we come up with the next version. So next up, if you guys remember the video I did a few days ago where we made the pumpkin light with the LED and the 555 timer and the capacitor and the transistor, well, I've got another idea for how to light up your pumpkin. I've got these Hitlights RGB LED strip lights here. 12 volts. I was hoping it was 5 volts so that we could use a USB supply, but I think it'll be alright. There's another way to do it. Good, we got a battery, anti-static wipe. Let's check these things out. Okay, so there's the lights I have from the Hitlights. This is the L1012V-MC1 32.3-K-Echo, and they are the multicolor. They're RGB, they're not RGBW. It says 1 watt per foot, 12 volt regular density, and it contains 32.8 feet of 50/50 multicolor light strip, 1 RGB Wi-Fi controller, 1 RGB remote, 1 UL 36 watt power supply, and 1 clip. Well, I've gone through this package a couple of times. And there is no clip. There's nothing attached to the reel. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. So this is the actual controller module, which, as you can see, has a 4-pin female connector. Here is one end of the tape, also has a 4-pin female connector. Here's the other end, no connector at all. There's also no instructions. So I think I probably got enough of these cut-off jumper type pins that we can connect this up. That shouldn't be a problem. Get them in there. But you really should get a clip with this. If you are somebody who is not electronically savvy, you wouldn't know that you could do this, or you wouldn't know to do this. So you would probably be somewhat upset that your light set you just bought doesn't have correct parts. So there's a little arrow on here. I'm going to assume that goes to the positive, the 12 volt. Of course, I could be quite wrong. We shall find out momentarily. Plug in the old connector here. And we'll see what we get. Okay. I'm going to turn off the overheads. Alright, so we come up with some sort of random thing. Let's try the power off. Yep. Power on. Red. Yep. Green. Yep. Blue. And then there's a button that says white here. I don't know if it's going to be white. Let's find out. Well, hot dog, it is white. That's pretty nice. Flash mode, which seems to be cycling through colors. Strobe mode, which I would call more of a pulsing mode. Fade. Not really fading, you're kind of switching. And then smooth. Now that's more of a fade between colors. Yep. Purple. Yep. Green. Or more of a teal. And then it has three, you probably can't see that, three little music buttons. Let's press one of them. And then I'm going to talk, and as I talk, the lights change. Bop, bop, bop. So there you go. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to shut these off now. I'm pressing the off button. There we go. And now, I'm going to find out if they really need 12 volts, or if we can do it with 5 volts, which would be a lot better for the idea I have. Alright, I've got my power supply hooked up here. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's on 12 volts, 3 amps. And I've connected up one of these little connectors. Hopefully it will fit. Alright. We'll power on the power supply. There we go, 12 volts. It's drawing somewhere around 1.7 to 2 amps. So what I want to do is I'm going to take the voltage down, see where we can go. Okay, there's 9 volts. And it is working at 9 volts. There's 7 volts. It's not quite as bright at 7 volts, but it's still working. And at 7 volts, we're at a total of 300 milliamps. Let's take it down to 5 volts. We lost it at 5 volts. Son of a gun. If it had worked at 5 volts, it would have worked directly off of a USB power supply. But fear not, for there are other ways we can make this work. We just need to put a boost converter on it. That's all. Okay, so I've got us a little boost converter here. And over here, a USB power bank. So we plug the boost converter into the power bank. It says we're getting 12.2 volts out. Plug that in here. And we turn it on. Oh, one of my wires came out. One moment, please. So it looked like those wires were too thin. What I did is I added some thick jumpers to it. Plugged it into the power bank. Here's our in voltage. Now we just have to adjust our output voltage. Trying to get this on the camera. So, did it go out again? Get that adjusted up to the right voltage. Alright, I think we got it now. That's showing 11.8 volts, which should be good enough. Now, the next thing is, I don't think I actually need that much of this stuff, of this tape, to put into the pumpkin. So what's nice about these strings is you can cut them right there on these strips. So I'm going to take about 2 arms length and cut it right there. I'm all tangled up. Help, help, I'm all tangled up. Get that out of there. That's a lot of this tape. See, now I have a more manageable amount. And I'll put a link to this down below. These guys sent this tape out free of charge for our consideration, so there will be a link down below if you like this. I'll put that like that. And plug it back into the power bank, make sure it's still working. That was the video controller. That was the wrong button. There we go. Now all I got to do is go get the pumpkin and we'll put it in. One moment, please. Okay, so there it is in the pumpkin. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to try and turn it off. There we go. I've got the infrared sensor there by the mouth. Turn it back on. So there's red, green, blue, white. There's the smooth color changing between red, green, and blue. There's the fade mode, which I call more of a pulse. There's the strobe mode, flash mode, and then let's change it to the audio mode. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's green, and you can also change the brightness. You can't see it very well on the camera, but yeah, there you go. There's purple, purple. Cool. So yeah, that's the Hitlights. I'll put a link to them down below. So there's the page on Amazon. And you can see they're $27.99 for the 32.8 foot of these. You can get them in about a week. Let's see what he has to say here. No obvious color differences, safe and efficient. Multi-application. Cuttable between every 3 LEDs. Highest quality. So yeah, like I said, I'll put a link to this down below, and you guys can check them out. And finally for today, if you remember last week, we took a look at this PWPAM UV disinfecting lamp that uses UVC to kill germs and viruses. And I got a couple comments from folks saying they doubt it even put out UVC. And I thought, you know what? Honestly, I don't know if it does or not. I mean, it says it does. It looks like it does. It has that teal colored light. But let's find out for sure. Let's test it. So I thought, how am I going to test it? I have UV sensors, but they don't really check for UVC. So I ordered one of these. This is the Quantidose, a photochromic colorimetric analysis. And by exposing it to UV light, it will show up. Like if you have UVA or UVB, it'll show up down here. Whereas UVC will only show up right here. So, I'm going to turn the lights out here so that we can see what's going on. And I am going to protect myself here. 1 second. What we're going to do is we're going to cover 3 sides of this thing with this painter's tape so that the UV light can only come out through the one side right there. And we'll also cover the top. We'll arm it by holding the button for 3 seconds till the light starts going. Okay. Now the light is going. And we're just going to stick this right here. And if we see it say UVB down in there, we'll know what's up. We'll know that it's actually producing the germicidal UV light. Okay, it's on. And I don't know how well you can see that, but if you look there, it is actually producing UVC. The UVC is lit. Let me close the curtains. Get some more darkness in here. Okay, that's about as dark as I can get it here. And you guys can see clearly that UVC is, oh, you're getting some shine off of there. Hold on, let me get another piece of tape, and we'll cover up the rest of that card that isn't showing the UVC. Alright, there we go. Now, can you guys see that better? It is, I know it's probably damn near impossible to see. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, you can see that now. It is showing that it's UVC. And if I bring that up here, you can see there's no glow. Bring it back down in there. It is glowing UVC. I'm going to turn that off. And we'll put the lights back on. So this little dosimeter card is called the Quantidose. I got it from Amazon. And I will put a link down below where you guys can order one if you're interested. And I think that is about going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We're so close to 100,000, and that's when we're going to do the big giveaways. All right, that's it. I'm out. Peace.